Hey everyone, Matt here with another lesson in Korean. I'm really excited today because today is officially beginner lesson number 1, introducing yourself. So I'm really happy that I'm going to be able to have the chance to help you all learn and improve your Korean, whether this is the first time studying or whether you're coming back to just review. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take a look back into the dialogue that I introduced in the first video, which is connected to the notes on my profile called Introduction to Korean. Then what I'm going to do is we're going to go into depth in those notes covering grammar points and vocabulary as well as different cultural aspects about introducing yourself in Korea. Let's get started by jumping into the dialogue. 여러분, 안녕하세요. 처음 뵙겠습니다. 저는 Matt입니다. One more time, slowly. 여러분, 안녕하세요. 처음 뵙겠습니다. 저는 Matt입니다. Now, in English. 여러분, 안녕하세요. Hi everyone. 처음 뵙겠습니다. Nice to meet you. 저는 Matt입니다. I'm Matt. Alright, we just finished the dialogue. Now let's move into the vocabulary. First off is 여러분. 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 Everyone. 안녕하세요. 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 How are you? 처음. First time. 뵙겠습니다. 뵙겠습니다. To see. I. Finally, we have 입니다. 입니다. This is the copula in Korean, meaning it is, am, or are, depending on how it is combined with other pronouns like 저, 우리, or 네. We will be covering this in more detail later on, so for now, just remember it as is. Okay, now that we have the vocabulary covered, let's move on to the grammar. Now it is important to note that when speaking Korean, there are 3 main levels of politeness. First is formal politeness, with the 입니다 and 습니다 conjugations, which we will be focusing on for a while because this is a good foundation when starting to learn Korean. This way, when you speak Korean, you do not accidentally offend someone by speaking in a more intimate level of politeness without knowing the person that well. Next is standard politeness. This is more commonly spoken among Koreans versus a formal politeness level. However, I will be introducing this level of politeness in the later beginner lessons because for now I want to stick with the formal level until we have it down. Then finally, we have intimate politeness, which is only really spoken between really close friends, family members, or those that you consider to be in a close relationship with. Also, before we move on, it is important to remember that how you speak Korean and how you write Korean are very different. For example, the second consonant in 입니다, as seen on the screen, is pronounced with an sound when used in the conjugations 입니다 and 습니다 for the formal politeness level of speech. However, in comparison when it is used in a noun, adjective, or a verb, it takes on a p or b sound. I know this may be a little confusing at first, but it is best to just remember it as it is heard. Now let's go over the dialogue. In line 1, it says, 여러분, 안녕하세요. 여러분, everyone, 안녕하세요. How are you? The literal translation is, everyone, how are you? But I like to think that a better translation would be, how are you everyone? Or, how is everyone? 안녕하세요 also has another literal translation of, are you healthy? But over the years, it has taken on a new expression of how are you, because it is such a widely used standard greeting when meeting someone you don't know for the first time. In line 2, we have 처음 뵙겠습니다. 처음, first, 뵙겠습니다, to see. So the literal translation here is first to see, or first to see you. The English translation, however, is nice to see you, or nice to meet you. This is also another standard greeting that you may hear a lot when you go to Korea. Finally, in line 3, we have 저는 Matt입니다. 저, I, 는, the topic particle, Matt, my name, 입니다, the Korean copula. This is a simple sentence that anyone can use to say who you are in Korean. All you have to do is say 저는, your name, 입니다, to say I am so-and-so. Now, next is 는. This is the topic particle. It marks the topic of the sentence. Since I was talking about myself, I am the topic of the sentence. So 는 is placed after 저, meaning I. You will be using this particle a lot when speaking in formal politeness, so be sure to remember it. We will be going over more uses of the topic particle 는 in later lessons. Lastly, we have 입니다, the formal polite version of 이다. 이다 is the Korean copula, meaning it is, am, or are, depending on how it is combined with other words. Like in line 3 of the dialogue, it has the meaning of am. 저는 Matt입니다. I am Matt. Or if I say 책입니다, it is a book. This time, the meaning was slightly different because it was stating what the item was, and since there was no topic, we didn't have to use 는. Alright, that covers it for the grammar portion of this lesson. Last but not least is some cultural information about Korea. I was thinking about what to tell you guys, and I thought since today's lesson was about introducing yourself, I would talk about a custom in Korea when you meet another person for the first time. So what is this custom? Well, when you meet someone for the first time in Korea, and you're saying 안녕하세요, it is customary to slightly bow. This is considered a sign of respect towards the person who you're talking to, or meeting, for the first time. And if the person is of a higher status than you, like a teacher, a doctor, or the president, then you would bow lower as a sign of greater respect towards a person who is considered higher than you. This is a great thing to remember when you go to Korea. So when you're introducing yourself there in Korea, don't forget this. It will impress them and show that you understand this custom. Wow. See, this is the end of beginner lesson number 1. We covered so much today. If you need to, feel free to watch this lesson over again if there was anything that you didn't understand or missed. Lastly, remember to leave comments on this video and others too, so that I can do all I can to help you guys and gals out there. And if you have any suggestions for topics for future lessons, just send me a message at Korean Study on Facebook. See you later, or as I say in Korean, 안녕.